What's shaking, guys? My name is Luke Dancy, and you guys are back. It is Wednesday. It is noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are back.
Guys.
Oops.
My name is Luke Dancy.
Might help if I mute my own audio, huh? We have some friends watching over on Facebook and over on YouTube this week. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. I was away last week. Of course, here in Las Vegas, Magic Live was going on, and there is a lot of fun stuff to tell you about from that, and also a lot of fun stuff, I guess, that's been going on out there in the magic industry. So welcome to this week's show. I don't know if you want to call it a show or just a hangout. We're just going to kind of casually hang out and chat this week. I want to hear your opinions on some stuff. Two-way street here, and it's good to see some friends start to hop in here. So welcome to everybody out there. What's up, Jonathan Smith? See you, Nolan. Hello, nice to see you. I always like to do this, so pull up our YouTube channel here. I see some of you guys get some shout outs, get some love right there on the screen. Hello, Jonathan, Brandon, nice to see you. Nice to see you made it for a live show. Very cool. All right. So yes, I want to welcome all my friends, whether you're watching from you're a new viewer or an old friend. This is something we do every week, something where we can talk magic, hang out, answer some questions, and there's a lot of fun stuff to talk about on this week's episode. Up first, we're going to talk about fake magic. Fake magic. We have seen someone exposed recently out in the magic community for faking what they do. It is a hot topic, and I'm excited to talk to you about it. I'm also excited to talk to you about some good things too, like this. This is bottled by Taiwan Ben. I want to make sure there's not a link here on the box. This is great stuff. This is a cap and bottle that a lot of people have been talking about and raving about, and for good reason. So we have a lot of good to talk about. There is some bad, there is some frustrating stuff, and I just want to get your input on some stuff too. Also give you guys some support. Thank you for the support you give me on some of the videos I've been doing recently too. The latest one that just went up was all about the real secrets to creating magic. So if you haven't watched that yet, check it out right here on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page too. All right, cool. Hello to Tyler, nice to see you. Mark, loved your video on creativity. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed it. Kay is saying, someone out there is a fake. Can't believe it. Yeah, someone is out there definitely buying their own hype. And that is something I want to talk about, is that, there are some people that when they're mentioned in the industry, they're never mentioned for the right reasons. And I think that tells the story. You know what I mean? And someone, was recently busted for doing this out in the magic community. Unfortunately, it's a shame when we find people that have decided to use the art for their own gain than to actually try to make it something that shows some respect, maybe show some love for it instead of using it for their own gain. I am going to pull up a picture here on something that's been talked about a lot. I definitely have a lot to say about it. If you haven't yet, there is some stuff going on about a magician named Jabrizi. I've had encounters with this guy in the past. I got to say, I'm not a fan in the least. There was a while back that he actually basically ripped off one of my own tricks, which I'm not a fan of, a trick called Skycap. It was rectified by my buddy Will Tsai, and I appreciate that. But, this is a guy that has decided to use our industry and what we do to try to better themselves. And I think that, there is a trend when someone comes into the magic industry. And then look, I'm going to say this first. I want to give you a little background, then we're going to go into the details on why I hate this. I've been around magic since I was 8 years old. I'm now 38. Been around magic for 30 years. I love this stuff. I respect it. And if you come into our house and you disrespect it, then I have a problem. And a lot of my friends have a problem. So yes, I have a huge problem with this, but it's for all the right reasons, right? I've managed to make a living with magic for the last 15 years or so, different capacities. And this is the kind of crap I'm sick of seeing. So basically, someone that came into the industry decided to rip off people's tricks. Me, my buddy Nate Cranzo, I think Adam Rose was ripped off as well with one of his tricks. No originality. Now you see this person posting videos in a style that's not original either, copying someone else's style that is questionable to begin with and trying to get attention that way. So no originality with your tricks, no originality with your style, no originality anywhere except to have bad grammar and to spell terribly when you make posts on the internet. Such a sad thing. And I think that's what it comes down to, is it's just plain sad. I would love to get your thoughts on this too, guys. I am going to look over on the Facebook page too. I've been neglecting you guys. I'm sorry. But like I said, we do have a lot of good to talk about today too. Magic Live, a lot of updates to tell you about, a lot of good stuff. But this is a topic, it is hot right now. I'm not going to ignore this stuff, and I don't think that we should ignore it either. You know what I mean? So I want to see what you guys over on Facebook have to say about this too. All right, so it's good to see some of my friends hanging out over here on Facebook too. So let me just bring that back up. So yes, we are talking about Jabrizi. Someone's asking about who we're talking about, and that's what we're talking about. Lazarus, my buddy Lazarus says, I'm pretty disappointed I'm friends with him, but this just makes me sad. You know, I don't think if is it make you sad? Does it make you mad? Does it make you upset? Whatever it is, it just sucks. You know, you're someone basically totally taking our industry and using it for their own gain. I've said that before. The effect I'm talking about is called sky cap. Is a trick where you take a straw and you put it through a cap on a bottle. There was no crediting. He didn't reach out to me. He didn't say anything. Just totally decided to come out and rip off my trick. This happened about last year. It was rectified behind the scenes by Will Tsai, who owns Sans Minds Magic. But it was something that I wasn't too happy with. I think a week before that, he'd done the same thing and ripped off my friend Nate Kranzo's trick. Or I think you take a card box or some cards and you change them into money. Nate Kranzo trick right there. So that is a trend that already started to give someone a negative cloud over their head. You know what I mean? So it's no surprise to me that he's now chosen to take an even worse approach and to not only diss the people that are in the industry and make a living doing it and create it, but to also now do it in a way where he's also revealing tricks to people and all that kind of stuff too. So not a fan of it. Again, this happened last year. See some friends asking, when did this happen? It's a shame. And if you haven't seen this yet, basically the guy, there's a video floating around where he is showing people, he's got his camera and he's got a group of people and he goes, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Look, I'm going to make this change into this. This is going to happen. And when it happens, I want you to freak out, okay? I want you to really freak out. And this is what's going to happen. I want you to name this card. He coaches them not only how to react, but what to do and what the trick is going to be. There is no way you can call yourself a magician when you do that. You should be embarrassed by yourself. You should be embarrassed by your actions, and you should be embarrassed to even call yourself a magician because you're not. You are absolutely 100% not a magician. You are someone that is disrespecting the art of magic. And, at least Jay Sankey, I saw something come up recently where he actually went back and he retracted on something he said. He said he was sorry about something, didn't mean really what he said, took it back. That's a man. This is someone that is just a kid out trying to think he's better than other people, has a huge ego doing it, and I'm sick of it. You know, our industry's better than this. I know as a magician, I'm proud of what I represent and what I do. So yeah, and someone here says the future of magic is already not 100% secure, and now he's destroying it even more. So yeah, what are you guys saying over here on YouTube? I have a lot to say about this. It really pisses me off because, again, this is my life. Magic has been and always will be my life. And when someone disrespects that, I will not go down quietly. I can tell you that. Let's see here. You guys are saying, how does this information get out there as far as I'm telling people to react like that? There was just some casual guy. He's seeing someone filming stuff and people freaking out, so he decides, I'm gonna check this out and see what it's all about. That's kind of how it happened, Phil. Yeah, that's pretty much what went down. Luke, just so you know, when I bought Pierce, I wouldn't bought Skycap instead, but it was sold out. Sorry, hey, that's okay. I know, Skycap, the original. It was hard to get your hands on because it was good. All right, hopefully you guys liked it. Not because it's a rip-off piece of crap. And people even today email me for Skycap. So, it's pretty cool. People still dig on that. But it's unfortunate when someone decides to take a known trick and to totally rip it off. Not cool with that. Not cool with this. Nothing in the world is secure anymore, but magic helps bring happiness to everyone. It should. But now he's also faking happiness with these videos. He's faking these reactions. That is sad. If you have to ask people to actually like what you're doing, how can you even look at yourself in the mirror and go, yeah, I'm good? Because you're not. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Good to see you. I hate fake stuff like that, by the way. When will you respond my Skycap email? I'll respond to you probably the next day or so. Been really busy since Magic Live. And again, a lot of good stuff to tell you about from that. So I do want to say hello to some of my friends that were at Magic Live. Had a chance to meet up with some old friends and see some new friends. Cody Nottingham, hello out there. I think I saw Cody watching. Xavier Spade, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Good to see you, man. You're looking good and you're doing a lot of good things. Who else did I manage to see? Bro Gilbert, saw Bro Gilbert. Austin Murphy, Mark Murphy, had a chance to see them. Michelle Quinn, all the Murphy's peeps, the rest of them. Good times with them. Who else did I get a chance to see? Some friends from the UK, my buddy Mike Sullivan, my buddy Keelan, Hugo Hugo Shelley, who tells me he has a brand new version of, what is it called? The Sixth Sense 3.0 now. It's going to be coming out with rechargeable batteries. So keep an eye out for that. That is cool. Sixth Sense 3.0 should be out soon. Speaking of 2.0, 3.0, whatever, Tarantula 2 is now shipping to dealers. So if you guys have not seen it yet, you need to check out Tarantula 2. They've got one being shipped to me right now. Really, really excited about it. It is officially here in the States, and you guys will start to get these more and more over the next couple of days or the next week or so. The dealers are starting to ship them out because we're shipping them to the dealers right now. Okay, so very excited about Tarantula 2. Very, very excited. And if you are wondering about it, rechargeable batteries, number one. Lock and unlock that motor. You can also have a totally silent motor now. There's no little buzzing sound. So good stuff. All right, cool. Yes. So, okay. So let me jump back over here real quick. Do you know how much Sixth Sense is going to cost? The first two were a little expensive. This one's not going to be cheap either. I don't have an exact price, but it will be a little bit up there. But speaking of things that are not so expensive, let me find out how much this is. Welcome to the Murphy's Magic website. If you guys want to head over there, we are a wholesaler, so we can't sell to you, but we can sell to the dealers that you guys shop from. I want to pull this up real quick and tell you all about it. This is really cool. This is called Bottled by Taiwan Ben. This is one of the best versions of cap and bottle I've ever seen. You've got quotes from Justin Flom. I love the method. Wouldn't be surprised to see it in my next Coke commercial. Pretty dope. Damien, who's been on Married to Talent. This is what I've been waiting for. It's the answer to my cap and bottle routine. Perfect. Patrick Kuhn's got some good quotes. Eric Jones says he's been digging it. A lot of other people have been talking a lot about this, and it's only $34.95. So really, really cool. I'll bring up the trailer in just a minute to show you. But this is one of those things that is really, really good. I know we've been talking about some bad stuff in the industry, but this is really, really good. Really, really like this thing. It's very practical too. I'm not going to tell you how it works, but what I will tell you is that it works in a way that you can do this and will do this because it's not hard. And there's been a lot of people online posting clips of it before he released it to try to get the buzz going. Really, really like it. So yeah. What are your feelings on Tarantula 2 versus Venom? I've talked about this for us. I haven't actually seen Venom, but what I will tell you is Tarantula 2 is an actual mechanical thing. From what I know, the Venom reels that you get, they're not mechanical. They're not. They're basically a standard reel in the way that they work. You do some really cool stuff with it, but there are no moving pieces with it. It's just a regular reel. Clever design, clever whatever. But I really, really like Tarantula 2 for what you can do with it. You don't have to move to do stuff. Really, really like it. So yeah. All right, let's jump back over here to Facebook. See what you guys have to say. Let's see. Waiting for Tarantula. You guys are talking about Tarantula. Wow, you guys are also talking about Butterfly. You know, I got a chance to meet Andre, the creator of the Butterfly deck. Great, great guy. I really, really enjoyed my time with him. Yeah. What's up, Rogue? Good to see you. Bob Miller, disrespecting not only the whole industry, but everyone in it and entering it to pursue their dreams, years of bettering one's position. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about that Jabrizi cat again. This fool, the guy that's out there, you know, with fake reactions and all that crap. You know, the only person he's really helping by doing these stupid videos is himself, but he's really not helping himself because all he's really doing is digging himself a deeper and deeper hole in the magic industry. I think any respect that he had to begin with is probably gone. Didn't take much that did it. So, yeah. I'm not a creator, so I don't get frustrated. Let me pull Facebook back up so you know what I'm talking about. Danny Chase says, I'm not a creator, so I don't get frustrated about him stealing tricks. It's wrong, but doesn't affect me directly. What bugs me, aside from fake reactions, is his lack of presentation. There's a trick where you can change this to that. It bothers me so much to watch someone just say, watch this. So much better to have a great presentation than bam, watch the change happen. Yeah, I mean, basically what you're seeing now with these, you know, type of videos that this guy's doing, anybody could do this stuff because you're not being, there's no skill involved in telling people how to, you know, what you're going to do and how to do it and then how to react. There's no skill in that. So any idiot could do that. You're not a magician if you just tell people what to do, you know? So yeah, let's see what my YouTube friends have to say about this stuff too. Let's pull YouTube back up here. You ordered Bottled the moment you saw it. Smart man, Pratam. All right, good to see you, by the way. Luke, what are some great books on the art of the craft of magic? I mean, what kind of things are you looking to learn about when it comes to the art? Are you looking for tricks? Are you looking for history? What kind of stuff are you looking for? Duncan, how you doing? Good to see you. Min, he has poor showmanship. He really does. You know, it sucks. when it comes to someone that decides to just do magic tricks with no presentation, with nothing behind it except watch this. And it's really, they're not even watching it because they're behind him. You know, it's ridiculous. So again, this is stuff that's going on in the industry that I can't stand. And I think that if you see people out there doing the kind of stuff that this guy's doing, where it's like the fake reactions and stuff, just keep yourself hopeful that this is just a trend that will fade away too. I do have a good question here. Someone mentioned someone actually had a chance to meet at Magic Live. I had a chance to spend some time with Julius Dean. Percham says, Luke, isn't Julius Dean the same thing? From a tricks and magician's point of view, also getting reactions. Here's the thing I want to say about Julius Dean. Number one, I like him. I had a chance to spend about 20 minutes with him, went out to dinner with him. Here's the difference. He's not going online proclaiming to be the world's greatest magician, or even really calling himself a magician, right? So I don't think that we can take the same approach to Julius than Jabrizi, because Julius isn't someone that hasn't tried to get into the industry as a creator to be respected amongst your peers. Julius is someone that's just some guy that really likes magic, who wants to put it on YouTube or Facebook and try to get views and things like that. It's different because one guy's saying, I'm the best magician in the world, or I want to be, and the other guy's saying, yeah, I'm just doing videos for people and I'm traveling the world doing it. To me, it's yin and yang. It's apples and oranges, you know what I mean? I can't say that I like the idea of people being behind you, seeing tricks when you're doing them to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. But what I will say is, I think one of the big differences is the attitude, the character behind these videos. Is one guy is walking around trying to be a badass and calling himself a great magician, and the other guy is just doing this stuff, looks like he's just having fun. And that's what Julius really is all about. And that's the impression I got from spending some time with him. The other guy really believes his own hype, and that's the problem. That is a very, very big problem. You know what I mean? This is always highlight of the week. Luke, thank you, Dwight. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing all right out there. Andrew found out about what Jabrizi did on Chris's YouTube video. I'm livid. Yeah, Andrew, it's a shame, you know, and it's good to see someone like Chris out there also bringing attention to the bad stuff, you know. It's a shame, but it's good that we're all kind of coming together and we're saying, no, this is not okay. It's really not okay. The only thing I didn't like about what Chris said was that he feels like he would try to help Jabrizi, which I don't know why you would want to help someone that's already a lost cause. He said what he's had to say in the past, at least to me and others, and you know, I can't respect that. So more power to him, I guess. Such a shame to see, though. It is a very big shame to see. Yeah. So Magic Tail, I'm getting Holy Moly by Jay Sankey. Any tips? Yeah, follow the directions. That's the important thing. A lot of people, they don't even do that these days. I know it sounds simple. Follow the read the directions. It's a very easy trick. It works very, very easy. Just make sure you know the moves. There's some very easy moves to do, and you'll be on your way. I did not get some ombre decks. I did see them. Those should be out a little while after this. I don't know exactly the date, but it'll be soon. They're awesome, though. The ombres are freaking awesome. Infinity, such a shame that Magic community is going that way, and Luke, we trust. Oh, thank you. You know, let's all trust each other, not me. But let's, you know, if I can be someone out there that's trying to put the good words out there, the good vibes out there, then I'm proud to be part of that. I know Xavier's doing it, I know Chris is doing it, I know a bunch of other people are trying to do it too. You know, it's a good thing to see people saying what we should be doing instead of just complaining about what's happening. That is something that I do think that it's a shame. You know, with the internet, is a lot of people that should not have a voice about certain things do have a voice, and that's something I don't like, because a lot of people can just say and do whatever they want, even though they probably shouldn't most of the time, you know? Duncan says he released a video, like 14 minutes ago, made fun of him quite a bit, but at the end, all right, well, that's fair. I mean, you know, some people make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I know I have, and I will, and we all do. But when you have an attitude and you pretend like you're better than other people, man, you don't own up to your stuff, and I think that's the problem. So I think that's where the disconnect is if someone doesn't own up to their mistakes, then that's just crap. You know what I mean? Ethan says, you used to like Jabrizi. It seems like built a good reputation on Fullest, just trying to keep it. What do you think about Jay Sankey said about Cardistry? You know, Jay went back on what he said. He put a tweet out a little while ago, taking back what he said about Cardistry. He put up a post on his website. Got to respect that. Got to respect that a lot. Jay said something, thought about it, decided it wasn't the right thing to say, so he took it down, which is cool, and I dig that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Andy says, do you think he's going to come out and own up to his mistakes? I'm going to say no, Andy. Personally speaking, I'm going to say that Jabrizi, and if you don't know who we're talking about, this cat, the fake reactions guy that we all know about now in our industry, the guy that we all should try not to be, I sincerely doubt that he will come out and say he's done anything wrong, because in his mind, he's done nothing wrong. You know? It's a shame. Yeah. But everybody's talking about him driving traffic to his venues, keeping them on their minds. Yeah, but if you're talking, here's the thing, it's different. In the magic industry, we are a community, we're a brotherhood, we all should look after each other, and it's when people do the wrong things that we should call them out on it. What this guy's doing is he's trying to go for mass appeal, mass awareness, which has nothing to do with magicians. That's fine, he can do whatever the hell he wants. The problem is when he decides to try to get the respect of the magic community first and then do this crap. You can't have it both ways. Here's the deal. If you want to be someone on the internet posting crap and doing stuff, that is your target audience. But if you want to come into the magic industry first and try to be someone that's respected as a creator, as a magician, for your talent and your skill, then you can't go the other way and decide, well, I'm just going to turn my back on all that. Because the people that you did try to impress, the people that you did try to stand up to and try to make a reputation on, they're then going to see you for what you really are. And that is just someone that is a user, someone that used the industry, used what you had in there to try to take it and do something wrong with it. And that's the difference. That is the big difference. You know what I mean? Curtis, it's nice to see you as well. Thank you for checking out the show today. Let's see. What is your opinion on Chris Angel? Chris is a great guy. Chris is a great guy. I did work with him. Forrest is saying Luke worked with him on Mind Freak. I worked with Chris for about 7 years with his Mind Freak television series and some other projects. Went and saw his show. What is today? Wednesday. I went and saw the show last Friday. It's a great, great show. Yeah. What about Chris Angel? Luke, he used actors all the time. No, he did not. And that is something else I want to address. I saw some stuff going on Facebook today that is a bunch of crap. Someone said, oh yeah, these TV guys, they do this and that. Again, people having an opinion or a voice when they should not have a voice, that's the problem. If you've never done TV magic, you don't know what you're talking about. And I don't mean any disrespect to you, John, or anyone else. I've made a living doing TV magic as a creator. I wasn't the guy on screen. I have done some TV work too. But what I will tell you is, the people that think that the magicians on TV are using paid actors or this or that, the only reason they think that is because they don't know what's really happening. A lot of people think that because it's the easy answer. I can tell you that I worked really, really hard to create magic for TV that was done for real people, that when it got to the cutting floor in post, they would cut out the parts that we worked so hard to keep just to make the shot go quicker. That has nothing to do with integrity. It has nothing to do with cheating anything. When they take the footage from here and do whatever they want over here, you can't do much with it. And that's why at the end, when I was still doing some stuff with Chris, I ended up going and working with the people in the editing bays and telling them, don't do this, don't do that, because we worked so hard to make the shot look real and to go real that they took away that. And that's unfortunate. So I think people that think this stuff about people like Chris Angel, David Blaine, and doing this stuff, that's not the truth at all. This is totally done in a totally different direction. What I will tell you about TV magic that I did have to do, the only thing is when people would come on set, I would talk to them not about what to do or how the trick works or do this or do that. I would talk to people before they went on camera because most people have never met a celebrity. You know, Chris is a pretty big deal, you know, and a lot of people get starstruck and they don't know what to do. They don't, you know, they get lost when they're in the moment. And so that's the only kind of stuff I had to talk to people about before the cameras went rolling, because if you don't do that stuff, when the cameras are rolling, then you can waste a lot of time and have to reshoot stuff, because when people met Chris on set, it was the first time they met Chris. We're talking about Chris Angel, by the way, if you guys are just joining us. And so that is something that I think a lot of people get lost on, is they think, oh, just because they're on TV, they can do this. That doesn't mean that that's what they're doing, okay? And that's the truth. So that's the only time I would ever have to tell people anything was, look, hi guys, my name is Luke Dancy, I work with Chris. We're gonna do this today. You know, just so you know, everything's gonna be cool. He's just a normal guy just like you, but if you like something you see, you know, it's great, but don't get lost in who he is. Remember, we're here to watch the magic, blah, 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 blah. And that was about it. When Chris walked on, he owned it. He did what he does best, a showman, a great guy, and people loved it. But That's the only thing you have to do when it comes to that type of stuff. So yeah. You met Chris a while ago in the Supernaturalist show. I was just wondering. Okay, cool. Yeah, John. He's a good guy. I'm not going to tell the story today because we're on a different topic today. But one of the things Chris Angel did do was he helped to actually save my life, and that's the honest guy's truth. We'll talk about that on a different story. I had some very bad medical stuff go on with me about 6 years ago. He was there for me. He was next to my hospital bed when I came out of surgery. That's the kind of guy Chris Angel is. All right, and I love the guy. And we're still friends. Had dinner with Chris Angel last Wednesday, I think. So it was Amazing Jonathan, it was me, it was Chris, it was Banachek, it was all these guys. It was a blast. Had a good time. Do you think AGT is doing a good job with the camera angles? I don't know, Andy. It feels a little choppy. I know that's why they got Russ Stevens now on Britain's Got Talent to be their magic consultant or magic guy, which I really, really like. Hello, Jonas. How we doing? Good to see you, Jonas. I did see Eric Jones' performance. Thought it was great. It was fantastic. Make sure you guys do go and vote for Eric Jones right now. Do it to it. Make sure you vote for Eric Jones. Go online, find out how to do it. Vote for Eric Jones to get into the finals. He is a great guy, and he is someone that is doing great things for Magic. And he did Sucker Punch as part of his routine, if you didn't see it. So that was really exciting, too. Impulse saying, what do you think about Chris Ramsey? You know, he's growing on me. I'm not going to lie to you. I had some problems with him at first, but I've been watching some of his stuff recently, and some of the things he's saying and doing, yeah, he's growing on me. So no hard feelings there. You know, the video I saw him actually post up yesterday about this whole situation with Jabrizi made me go, you know what? All right, I'm okay. This is cool. So yeah, he's growing on me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, he smashed Howie's mind. Yeah, Eric did a killer job, didn't he, on America's Got Talent? More a lot of love to Eric and what he's doing. So let's all support him if we can. All right, back over here over on Facebook. Ellis is saying, Luke, how was Magic Live? It was fantastic. And if I met any of you guys at Magic Live, it was a blast getting to know you, talking to you. Don't be a stranger. Had a really, really good time. And if you didn't make it, don't worry. It is happening again next year. I think it's happening the 5th through the 8th of August. But check it out on Google. Search it up. Come out here. It's a lot of fun. I can promise you. Renee says, I saw the video yesterday. It's a shame other magicians are working really hard to get great reactions, try to convince lay people that they're not using stooges, and this guy destroyed this in a few minutes. Well said, Renee. Again, we are talking about Jabrizi. Shame, shame, shame. Just joining with Shaking, David Brock. Good to see you, David Brock. Always a pleasure, my friend. First-time viewer, what do you think of Tifted Magic Dragon? I think he's funny as hell. He's funny. Definitely a whole different angle when it comes to magician. Yeah. Fake magic. I'm sure this is just a phase like fake news. It's always good to see magic exposure. Fakes get sussed out pretty quick with the more informed audience. Yes, well said. What's up, Jody Robbins? Good to see you. Cody Nottingham gave you a shout out a few minutes ago. Hello, Cody. Hello, Lokai. D Hood, always a pleasure. Bob Miller, have a great weekend. Nigel, love your passion as always, Luke, and agree on all points. I guess editorial control isn't always in the hands of the performer in TV magic. It's a shame. Loops, what do you think about Damien performance on AGT Live? I thought it was a shame. That's the problem. It's not a problem. That's what happens when you go live. Anything and everything can happen. He had a bummer situation go on. It sucks, but that's what's going to happen. The good thing about Damien's performance, though, is he did not get hurt, and that's the best thing. No one got hurt, from what I know. That stuff can go wrong, and I'm glad that it did not go wrong when it came to someone getting hurt or injured. What's up, Lokai? Hello. Garrett Thomas, good to see you at Magic Lab, my friend. You are killing it out there, sir. I want to give him some love. There's Garrett Thomas. There's Cody Nottingham popping up, too. What is up, Cody? It was a blast to hang out. Wish we had more time, my friend, but I think that happens every time Magic Live comes up. We all wish we had more time to hang out with each other, you know? And Garrett Thomas, if you guys haven't checked him out, he's been doing a lot of live stuff as well, so check him out over on Facebook. He's been popping up doing some live talks and stuff. The things that Garrett shares are just invaluable. Just the type of stuff that you would just, some of the stuff you'd never think about because it is so high level. He's an artist in every sense of the word, which is kind of funny because on the opposite end of the reaction, we have this idiot doing magic or what he calls magic. We know it's not magic, and we know he won't be around very long anyway doing the kind of crap that he is, you know? So there you go. JP, I'm going to jump back over here on YouTube. JP says, just got my first books on magic, and they're very difficult to learn with the very detailed information, which is good, but is it normal to have a hard time learning stuff in books at first? Yeah, I mean, just take it slow. You know, focus on one thing at a time, JP, but I am glad to hear that you are checking out books, because there's a lot of great information in books that you probably won't find on a DVD or on a download. Ben Sands, talking about Jabriz again, he's not going to fess up to what he did. He already attacked everyone on his social media saying anyone that was against him was the irrelevant Magic. I did see that, Ben. I was tagged in there when it came to someone that is not relevant. So I guess I've made it. Other people in that list, Shin Lim, Chris Ramsey, Chris Oberly, Dan Sperry, Eric Casey. There were a couple other people I forgot. I'm in the not relevant category with the rest of those guys. All right. I will take it, and I will love it. All right. Please invite me to your next dinner with Chris. I'd love the opportunity. I'll make the bill display. Oh, really, Phil? All right, all right. You want to be my consultant when the time comes? Of course, man, I got your back, brother. You know that. You know that, man. Yeah, absolutely. My last name is... okay, cool. So yeah, any other thoughts, questions on this whole situation? We're not going to stop talking about it, but it is a topic I want to talk about a lot today because I think that it is something that the industry deserves. We deserve better than this kind of garbage, and that's the truth. So let's see. Well, I didn't know that he actually took it that far. I do not follow him. What's up, ever? Oh, what's up, Jay? Good to see you, by the way. Hey, Luke, are we going to see something new from you soon on the market? You know, Felix, I've been working quietly on a lot of different things. I haven't shot anything. I don't have anything directly coming out, but I do have things that will be coming out in the future. I can promise you that. I'm just not someone that's quick to market. I did post a video up, was it yesterday? Or yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, right? I'm just going to bring up the picture to show you. All about the real secrets to creating magic. If you guys haven't seen it yet, make sure that you check that out. It is over on our YouTube channel right now. I'm just going to bring this up. Give me a second. And when it comes to creating magic, what those real secrets are. Someone just asked me if we'll be putting out more magic. Make sure to check out that video. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Am I on the right track with this stuff? Do you have any other thoughts when it comes to creating magic? I've probably released about a dozen magic tricks, probably about 10 tricks on the market, and I've invented hundreds of others for TV. So I shared my thoughts, the real secrets when it came to creating magic. There's some info in there that a lot of people may not even realize when it comes to creating magic. So check out that video right here on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Let me know what you think. And if you like it, if you know a friend that should check it out, make sure to share it. But yes, leave some feedback and comments. Let me know. And we'll continue to do more weekly videos for you too, because you guys deserve it, because you're freaking awesome. All right. Let's go back over here to YouTube. So Forrest says, Luke's eye candy is super worth learning. I've had great reactions with it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Forrest. It is a fun trick that I've done for a long time, and I have had a lot of great reactions with it, too. You know, the other fun thing is with eye candy. If you guys don't know, it's a sequence where you can make cards change into other cards. You can also use it with a reset routine. Something to think about, all right? Tim just spent the last week going through every Danny D. Ortiz lecture. Completely changed the way I look at magic in the best possible way. I highly recommend this show to anyone, and stay positive. Yes, Tim, I will definitely try to stay positive. You too. Danny D. Ortiz is freaking amazing, freaking awesome, and I cannot recommend his stuff enough either. So, Tim, good choice, my friend. Graham T. Luke, how do you foresee the future of magic 20 years from now, considering the level of internet technology and technical gadgetry? You know, honestly, in the next 20 years, I hope that more and more live performances become the thing. It's interesting, is it? Because I did work with Chris Angel for 7 years. His main focus originally was to start on TV. Now he's doing all this attention on live performing. It's an interesting thing because the goal originally was to be on TV. Dynamo's doing a touring show. David Blaine's doing a touring show. Chris Angel's live at the Luxor 5 nights a week and touring now. Darren Brown is known for his live stuff, even though he does TV appearances. I see people using the internet technology as a way to put put butts in the seats, get those seats filled with people that are buying tickets. That's what I think. I don't think that magic is going to go totally online or totally that way. I think people will use it more and more as a vehicle to advertise shows and things that they're doing to make money from. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I see things going over the next bit of time. But definitely, you know, Darren Brown, Chris Angel, David Blaine, Dynamo, they're all doing live touring stuff. I think that should tell you that that's the direction where magic is, because if they're all doing it, then something must be right about that. You know what I mean? So there you go. I will do a magic stunt on TV special in a few months. Any tips? Make sure you have a good team. Flying Squirrel. Make sure you have a good team. Make sure you have a good safety crew. You gotta be safe. Make sure you have a good, and make sure maybe you have some like paramedics or someone around. If you are doing something dangerous, as you saw last night on AGT, America's Got Talent, thankfully no one got hurt, but things can go wrong. And that's something we should not forget as magicians, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Luke, what's your favorite effect you've released? Probably two. There's two of them, Curtis, that I'm really proud of. Number one is capture. It's the trick where you borrow a cell phone, you borrow a coin, you put the coin into the phone on the screen, you can move it around and take it out. No apps, no downloads, totally on the spot. The other trick I'm really proud of is sky cap, the trick I was talking about that was ripped off by this joker. My trick sky cap was ripped off by this guy. Those are my two favorite tricks, was sky cap and capture. Those are the two, yeah. Live Magic has its own venue in Philly now. Oh, that's great. So Dwight, tell us more about the live venue in Philly. Love to tell people more about that, yeah. Pravar, someone wants to know why Murphy's is not a retailer. Well, here's the thing. Murphy's is the world's largest magic wholesaler. The magic shops all around the world, they need to get their magic from somewhere. And for the last 20 years now, almost, we're coming up on 20 years, we have supplied magic shops all over the world with magic tricks. So if you walk into a magic shop, we are the people supplying those shops with the magic. The shops, the magic shops, are our customers, and that's why. We can't compete with them because they're the people we supply the magic to. So there you go. Let's see. I'm afraid perform to people. Can you give me any devices? So here's the thing. If you're afraid of performing for people, you got to do more of it. It's just like anything. If you want to start riding a bike, you're going to fall off. You're going to bust your ass. You're going to fall off. That doesn't mean you should never get back on and try again, right? The more you perform for people, the better that you will get doing that. I promise, all right? So that's my biggest tip. Yeah. Luke, what's the best close-up trick for a close-up contest? I mean, honestly, Golden Gamer, a lot of that depends on you. A lot of that depends on your skill set. Do things you know how to do. That's my biggest tip, is if you're going to do a close-up contest, do the magic tricks you know how to do the best. All right? Yes. What's your top 3 magicians from all times? Larry Jennings was one of my favorites. Tommy Wonder, another one of my favorites. And there's 3 others that I really put up high. Di Vernon, Ed Marlowe, and Derek Dingle. Those are my lists. Those are my bottom 3 there. They're all kind of in the same level, all those guys. Jennings, Marlowe, Vernon, Dingle, Wonder. They're all freaking awesome. That's all I'm going to say. Luke Wallace. Luke, love your work. Hello, Luke in England. Oh, yes, Luke, the other Luke. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Luke, is SkyCap 2.0 manufactured in India by Uday? It was. Yes, indeed. Sure was. Why is Ramsey bashing all these magicians on his channel? Like, I get it, they messed up, but there's no need to mock them just because you have a large... I don't know, Alistair. I can't speak for him. I mean, I can't speak for what he's doing, so I can't answer that. I don't know. Sidhant, your stuffs are awesome. I like your stuff. And try to add concepts and new effects. That's cool. Thank you for the support. I'm glad you like my stuff. I try to do good stuff, so I appreciate that for sure. All right. Don't want to leave off the Facebook viewers out there too. I know that you guys are out there too, so let's see what is going on. Facebook fam, there we go. Darren Brown is working on a virtual reality act. Oh, that's cool. Perhaps already presenting it, but has stopped. Yeah, I heard that he's got some kind of health issue. So Darren Brown, good wishes, well wishes to you, sir. We hope you're going to be all right, man. I know you had to cancel some shows recently. Hello, Aaron Payne. Hello, JB. Good to see you, little lady. Garrett Thomas, TV is a business card. You know, Garrett, that is bang on, man. That is so well said. So well said from one of the smartest guys in the magic industry. TV is like a business card. I'm going to like that right now. That is so true, man. And look at these. All these other people have liked it too. Very well said, sir. What do we think of the new RSVP box? I'm considering it from a... It's great. You know, Matthew Wright, smart guy, doesn't put out crap. Should tell you a lot. That's what I think about the RSVP box. Just joined, so not sure if it's been asked. What do you think of the Jabrizi fake magic video? I think it is sad, Curtis. I think it is pathetic, Curtis. I think it is just... I don't know, man. I think it's sad. It's pathetic. It's bad. You know, this guy, I don't know how you can walk into any magic convention now with your head up. I mean, yeah. Cody says it was the first time he talked to Garrett, and he says he is a genius. Yes, he is a genius. Garrett Thomas is a genius. Yes. 1000%. Jason, how you doing out there? Good to see you. Yes, so those are some of our Facebook friends. Let's jump back over to YouTube. I want to make sure we are catching up with our YouTube friends as well. Here we go. Can you recommend any ways to reveal that you know their card? I mean, Owen, there's tons and tons of ways to do that. Check out a good card magic book. There's a bunch of them out there. You can check out Card College. You could check out Royal Road to Card Magic. You could check out Expert Card Technique. Those are just a few books. A lot of good ways to reveal cards in there. I would definitely recommend above all of them Card College. It's a whole series of books that I think you will love, sir. Kevin Lee, it was a pleasure to meet you out at Magic Live. Good luck with your projects. And again, let me know if I can do anything to help, my friend. Let me know if I can do anything to help. As long as you're not going down the same path as this Joker, Kevin. If you go down the same path as this Joker, man, you're in the same boat as he is. And that is a sad, sad boat to be floating on. Don't do that, Kevin Lee. Any of you guys, take example from this Jabrizi character of what not to do. Do not do what he does. Do not be him. Do not try to think that's the right way to do things. That's what you should not be doing, all right? Forrest Baldwin, have you read Less is More from Ben Earl? I'm looking for insight in his work. Oh my God, Ben Earl is freaking amazing. His magic is good. His sleight of hand is amazing, one of the best in the world. If you want to learn from one of those guys, the only thing I will say is, if you're looking to get into Ben Earl's work, keep in mind it's not going to be easy. That's pretty much the only real thing I want to tell you about it, is that it's very high-level stuff. Not easy to do. Think of it kind of like the Ernest Eric book. Think of it kind of like some of that stuff, Ray Cosby's work. A lot of knuckle-busting stuff, but if you like that stuff, definitely check out Ben Earl's work. It's not out of your grasp. It's not too out there, but it will take some work to do. And I just want to make sure that you guys know about that, all right? Will I ever visit Toronto? Xavier wants to know. I've been before and I loved it, so yes, I'd like to go back to Toronto. I don't have any plans at the moment, but I do want to go back. Curtis Lee, I remember Kevin's live stream, so much passion for the art, you don't have to worry about him. Yes, well said, Curtis. Kevin Lee is good people. If he's got some things he's working on, which I know he does, then I definitely know that we're going to be all right when it comes to young people. You know, we have some good young people out there, you know, that are doing it right. And I want to give some shout outs to some of those young guys that are doing good with magic, okay? Definitely check out the work and check out Kevin Lee. Definitely check out the work and just check out Josh Janowski. Check out people like Aaron Payne. Check out people like, who are these other young guns that are really, really good these days? Nick Papa. Nick Papa's a kid in Ohio that's just, he's just nuts about magic. He loves this stuff. There are a lot of great people out there that really do love magic and want to do right by it. And we should make sure that they get some attention too. So there's a couple shout outs to some of the young guys. There's another young guy named Ari Eisenberg. Met him a couple times at Magic Live. He's a great kid. I'm really a big fan of Ari. He loves this stuff. Another big fan of someone named Ariel Shroom. I think that's how you say his last name. Ariel's great. Good guy. Jeff Prace, another young gun, that's great. And there are a lot of young people out there that are trying to do things the right way. And so don't miss those guys that are out there too, okay? Phil the Magic Man, thanks for having this channel. I look forward to it every week and I appreciate you getting us all together, sharing ideas. Yeah, Phil, this is my pleasure, man. I'm having a blast. Definitely like these more, you know, just off the cuff kind of shows, just to hang out and chat with you guys. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know? So thanks for hanging out and the support. Yeah. How was Oliver Smith? I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with Oliver Smith, to be honest with you, so I can't give you too many thoughts on Oliver Smith. So, yeah. All right, so let's come back here. And I am going to go back over to Facebook again. I don't want to, again, leave you guys out. Let us see what you guys have to say over here on the old Facebook. What a great night's conversation. Humbly spoke. Not like me at all. All right, Alex, I hear you, buddy. It's good to see you, though. Got to run. Take care, Mark. Andy, Less is More is a great book. One of my favorite books next to 1 Degree by John G. That's another great book. Yes, 1 Degree. That's a great book. Robbie Moreland, good to see you, my friend. Hello, Aaron Payne. You are very welcome, sir, for the shout out, of course. All right, so some good friends hanging out over on Facebook as well. But let us jump back over to YouTube and see what is going on. We'll probably go for about another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap this up. Just want to come on, jive it up. And again, you know, there are some good things we've been talking about too. This has not just been all about some bad, negative stuff, because I know there is a lot of it in the industry, don't get me wrong. This is really, really good though. This is called Bottled. And it is really, really clever the way that it works. It is very practical, it's very easy. No one is telling me to tell you guys about this thing. Like I tell you in the past, I'm only going to tell you about things I really like or that I think that you will like. This is really cool. And again, there's a reason why a lot of the top guys are saying this is really, really good. So that is something that is good. Some other highlights from Magic Live that I want to make sure that you guys know about. Let me think here. What else was good at Magic Live? You know, of course, saw the Dealer Room. Dealer Room is always a lot of fun. Didn't see that one trick this year that everyone was talking about. But Magic Live was really, really cool. Saw some other new friends. Zhao Miranda. Got to meet Zhao for the first time. Saw Michael Chatelaine again. Michael's a good friend. I've known him for a long time. A lot of other good people and creators there hanging out. I think that's always the big thing with these conventions is if you want to go and just hang out and network and meet people, as Cody Nottingham saw, it's his first time going to Magic Live, sometimes you don't even need to go to the events. I'm not saying don't go to them, but sometimes just hanging out is even more fun. So sign up for the convention, get your tickets, get all that. But I'm telling you, some of the most fun happens at night after everything, and it's a lot of fun. Some of the stage shows are phenomenal, world-class performers. The dealer room is something, if you've never walked through a dealer room before, Magic Live has one of the best dealer rooms. And again, the lectures by some of the top guys and the talks too. It's not just lectures teaching you tricks, it's also talks from a lot of the top players in the industry too. So if you guys want to go, get your tickets now while you can. I'll probably pull up the website here in just a sec to give you all the details. So let me see if I can find that for you. It is the convention next to Blackpool. You need to go to those two. You need to go to Magic Live and you need to go to the Blackpool convention. Yes, so I'm going to pull up the website right now. You need to go to magicmagazine.com/live. That again is magicmagazine.com/live. This is the front page, and here are the dates for 2018 right over here. August 5th through the 8th, Vegas. Save the dates, get email updates. Make sure you click on that, and you can sign up right here to get updates and to sign up as soon as you're able to. This has got to be the place to be, and it's in Las Vegas, so if you've never been to Vegas, come on, you don't need any other excuse to come to Vegas then, well, come to Magic Live. It is the place, and I know that everyone that's come, that's never been before, they can't wait to come back. So that's definitely the place to come, hang out, and to see some of the best Magic in the world, 100%. All right. Hi Luke, great program. What resources would you recommend for someone looking to go professional as a close-up magician? Michael, first of all, thank you for the love there. Appreciate it. As a go professional, now there was a great lecture from our At the Table series from Andy Gladwin. I think it was the second one, where he talks a lot about the marketing and the business side of Magic. So have a look at that. It's a very small investment. I think his lecture's like $10, but it goes over a lot of the marketing and business side of Magic. So if you want to kind of have a small investment to learn more about that stuff, the Andy Gladwin lecture part 2, the second one is more about that type of stuff. Maxime saying, any advice to be hired in a restaurant? Yeah, I want to tell you guys, my background is from a performer standpoint first. I did do a lot of walk around restaurant magic when I lived back in North Carolina, so I do know about it. Done a lot of performing in corporate situations too. I've even done some stand-up stuff. I have created magic. I've done magic consulting. So I do know what I'm talking about when I talk about restaurant magic. My number one, there's two things when it comes to restaurant magic. Number one, make sure that you are ready to do this stuff, because once you go to a restaurant, you don't get a chance to go back and do it again. So you need to make sure you're ready. Dress the part, look the part, and know your magic, know your stuff. My biggest recommendation, and I got this from the Restaurant Workers Handbook, it's a book you can buy, is to give them a free night. Go in, find a place that's busy, first know when they're busy, and offer to come in on a busy night for maybe 2 hours, and show them exactly what you can do as a magician in a restaurant, and that should be your selling tool, is you performing and showing people exactly what you can do for them. That's my biggest tip when it comes to restaurant magic, is show them what you got. Put your money where your mouth is. If you think you could do a good job, show them you can, but don't ask for any money in return. Is a demo night. Do it, all right? That's my biggest recommendation, because if you go in there and you rock the place and everyone's talking about you and there's a lot of buzz about the magician, they're gonna ask you to come back. You won't even have to sell yourself on them, all right? So get them hooked, basically. Yeah. Impromptu card magic, easier card magic. Talking about some card magic stuff. All right, Duncan, all right. Magic on YouTube that only works on camera because of angles, but is made to look like it's filmed in real life. Just cheating just as much as camera tricks. Just saying, it's no bueno, man. It's no good. It is definitely no good. Ian wants to know, are there any good sleight of hand products on the market? There's a lot of good books when it comes to sleight of hand stuff. Ian, a lot of good books when sleight of hand when it comes to card magic, coin magic. I'll give you some recommendations, but I don't know about product-wise. When it comes to sleight of hand products themselves. You're late as always, right, Marielle? Good to see you though. Anyway, all right, cool. Daryl's Encyclopedia of Card Sleights, that is a great resource for sure. 100%, Curtis. Hello, Magician LP. Hello, nice to see you. If you're working a demo night, don't be ashamed to let your audience know that if they like what they see, to let your host waiter know. Yes, Jay, 100%. Actually, go a step above that, Jay. Don't have them let the host or the waiter know. Let the manager know. It is very common in a restaurant situation to ask to speak to the manager when you're dining, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know, a lot of people, they complain. But you can also say, hey, you know, can we speak to the manager real quick? And when they come over, go, you know what? I really thought that magician was great. He really made this much more fun. The manager has a lot more pull than a waiter or a host, because more times than not, they're not even going to share that with the manager. And the managers are, again, the ones that can make the decisions whether or not to hire you as a magician at the restaurant, okay? There you go. What do you think about Devin Knight? Flying Squirrel, I don't have a lot to say about him. I don't know much about his work, so can't really give you any thoughts about Devin Knight, unfortunately, yeah. I know he's been around this stuff forever. That's about all I know about him. Hi, Luke, what's your opinion on learning magic off YouTube? You know, I think magic on YouTube, it's not going to go away, obviously. It can be a great resource to start you on your path to being a magician. That's what I think. Don't use it as the only thing that you use to be a magician. But if you get interested in magic through YouTube, all right. But don't just think that that's your only way to learn magic and just depend on that. There's a whole world outside of YouTube. There's magic shops, there's magic groups, there's magic conventions. There are real people out there too that know a lot more than people on YouTube that can help you and guide you. I think YouTube can only take you so far. So there you go. Hi from Argentina. It is hard to find some products here, but it's worth every dollar. Well, you know, that's awesome to hear that you're out there in Argentina and rocking the magic. Leandro, what's the magic scene like in Argentina? I would be very curious to hear about that. We got about 5 more minutes, guys, so if you have any other thoughts, questions, whatever, let me know. I'm just enjoying hanging out with you guys today. I do want to make sure, take another peek over here on Facebook too. Let's see, talking to these young guns, any thoughts on cardistry? Nigel wants to know some thoughts on cardistry. I think it is something really, really fun to watch, and I forget who it was. In Las Vegas, someone very wise said something to me, and I wish I could credit who it is. It feels like a Garrett Thomas thing, but I don't think it was Garrett. The thing with cardistry and why it's so easy to grow compared to magic. Magic, we can't share the secrets. We're not supposed to. But with cardistry, you can tell people exactly how you're doing this stuff, and they can start to do it. The secrets there are no secrets in cardistry. It's technique, it's skill, right? So that's why I think it's growing so big, is because everyone that sees it knows what it is and appreciates it for being skill, whereas magic, the skill is usually hidden from people. So I definitely think that when it comes to cardistry, it's something I have a lot of respect for. I don't personally do it myself, but I do think that it's something that should get a lot more respect than it does, for sure. And that comes from Nigel Quinn. Good question there, Nigel. Hello, Danny. Good to see you over here on Facebook, too. So, you know, cardistry is something that's not going to go away either. But I think that we should just turn our back on it. It is something that's definitely evolved and grown over the years, and I think that's a very good thing. So yeah, all right. YouTube friends again. Jay Sankey is the best. Yes, he is one of the best out there. Stefan wants to know, when will the Real Man card wallet be back in stock for dealers? Stefan, I'm not sure. If you are a dealer with us, so please do contact one of our representatives. If you do have one, contact them. They could probably give you a little more information. I'm not familiar with the inventory on stuff and things like that, so please contact your representative or have your favorite dealer contact their rep and find out when that will be back in stock. The Real Man's card wallet is one of the best, so I'm not surprised that it's out of stock, though. Yeah, 100%. Yes, yes. All right. A couple more minutes to go. You know, and the other thing, too, is when people are talking about these tutorials and things out there, there are ways to learn magic the right way, too. This is one of them. This is us hooking you up with stuff from Gregory Wilson, one of the best in the biz. So if you guys are looking to kind of grow, maybe you're a beginner, you're not sure where to go, we can help you out too. So check this out real quick. This is just a quick clip. It's like 45 seconds, just telling you about how to get your hands on 5 free tricks. Maybe you know about it, maybe you don't, but it's not very long, so hang out for a second. We'll come back, we'll talk about a little bit more stuff, and then we will wrap up this week's show. So hang tight, not going anywhere. I'll be right back.
I'm going to do everything I can to not sound like a sales pitch, but listen, 5 free tricks right out of my repertoire. They're fantastic, part of my immodesty, but they're impromptu. Listen, pens, bills, everyday objects, anytime, anywhere, you'll love it. Just hit the subscribe button, have a lot of fun. We'll see you on the other side. You can always hit the unsubscribe button. I don't recommend it, but did I mention free? 200, 300, 400. What? It's great, we'll have some fun. All I have to say is limited time offer. While supplies last, operators are standing by. See you soon.
All right, my friends, and there you go. A little bit of goodness from us to you. That is Greg Wilson hooking you up with 5 free tricks. You don't need to go on YouTube and learn stuff if you don't want to. You can just do that. We'll hook you up with some good stuff from one of the best in the biz, all right? So there you go. Don't miss that. Tyler Lunsford has some nice things to say about Josh Janowski here. It says Josh Janowski is a great performer and a great person. Yes, he is. I really like Josh a lot. He's been around this stuff for a very long time, and he's still so young. He's one of the good guys for sure. So, yeah. Are all these tricks Greg Wilson's? I think these are all Greg's things. Yeah, Stefan, I think they are. Men says, what episode is your Wednesday Magic Live episode? I remember watching you on the second live feed. I'm not sure, man. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Yeah. Flying Squirrel, what is the trick called where the bottom of the glass explodes? I think, is that the rocket bottle? What is that? Is that the rocket bottle? I think it might be. Or the devil's bottle. Which one is that? Let me see if we have it on. I don't know if we carry that. I don't know if we do. Let me see. Let's see real quick. I think it's one of those two. The rocket bottle or the devil's bottle. Let's take a peek here. I don't think we stocked that one here. Let me just try the other one too. So I thought it was the rocket bottle or the devil's bottle. Let's see. And I am checking the Murphy's Magic website. If you'd like to go there and have a look around, feel free to. Again, we are a magic wholesaler, so our customers are not you guys. They are the dealers. But if you do see something you like on our website, feel free to contact your favorite dealer, and they will hook you up. Don't see the... I don't think we carry that one here. This is a great bottle trick, though. This was featured in my Magic Live video. This is the Astonishing Bottle from João Miranda. This is really, really cool. You guys didn't get a chance to see it. Basically, you have a bottle that you put into a bag. It's got a little orange drinky here. It goes into the bag, and yes, you do the magic snap, of course. Zhao's a great guy. Then you take out a Coke bottle instead. You can show it in there. You can see the liquid moving around. You can show that, and yep, you can show it all the way around, and then you rip open the bag, and inside of the bag is nothing. It's totally empty. So yeah, he'll rip it up for you and just show you. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Okay, Zhao. Yeah, rip it up, come on. Or fold it up, all right. But there really is nothing in the bag. You can throw it away. You can let them look at it if you want. And now he rips it up, all right. So that's not the bottle trick you were asking about, but it is one of my favorites, and I did get a chance to see Zhao do it at the Magic Live convention. So there you go, a little bottle magic for you. All right, cool. What's the hardest sleight in your opinion? Curtis, I mean, there are two that I really do that are pretty tough. One of them is the pass. I do a few different versions of the pass. The other one I do is the double lift. I do a push-off double lift. Still working on it. Been working on it for about 10 years. Those are the two moves I try to work on the most. Flying Squirrel says it is the devil's bottle. You're welcome. And I don't think we stock it, but yeah. All right, cool. So good stuff out there, and I think that's pretty much going to bring us to the end of today's show. Let me just check out one more time over on Facebook. I want to make sure I didn't miss any thoughts over here. Thanks for dropping knowledge on Magic Shop to keep us alive. Of course, William. Yeah, let me bring that up here on Facebook. I want to give you a shout out for that for sure. Yeah, I mean, Magic Shops are the places to be, you know. They are the ones out there that, dying breed, unfortunately, especially the brick and mortar shops. They are the places where you used to be able to walk in, talk to someone, see the counter with all the magic underneath, you know, inside there, and they would show you stuff. Definitely support your magic dealers when you can, especially the ones that are the real shops, the stores you can walk into. You know what I mean? Does Juan Tamariz ever tour in the U.S.? He's done some magic conventions. I don't think that he does any real tours. You know, he's getting up there a little bit. So, but he pops up at magic conventions every now and then. Mark Lavelle, will you be at Genie? I will not. Actually, I don't think I will, but I'll let you know, Mark. And congrats on such a great video. Loved your fake reactions video. I thought it was great. Definitely a nice, very, very nice nod to this idiot, Mark. Really, really nice nod to that. So yes, keep up the good work. Mark Lavelle, always one of my favorite guys. I love seeing your stuff pop up, man. So yeah, all right. One more time on YouTube, then I'm going to say goodbye to all you crazy fools before I get out of here. Any tips on the push-off double? Honestly, it's a labor of love, something you just got to spend a lot of time doing. Take your time. You know, I do talk a lot about it on my Table lecture. So check out that for some tips on the push-off double lift for sure. Santiago, maybe I'm late, but what do you think about Jabrizi? Another question about this idiot. I don't like him. I don't like what he's doing. I think it's terrible for Magic. I don't dislike him as a person. I dislike what he's doing as a person. Hear that again. I don't dislike him as a person. I dislike what he's doing as a person. That's the reality when it comes to that guy. Not a fan. Think he's continued to use magic for his own gain for a long time. I've also had one of my tricks ripped off from this guy, so I don't like him from that to begin with. But yeah, definitely not one of my favorite people, and not a fan of what he's doing at all, because it's not good for magic or any of us. And I said at the beginning of this show, and I'm going to end it this way too, I've been around magic for 30 years now. I take this stuff very serious. I love this stuff. We're a brotherhood. These people that I see at magic conventions are like family. When you come into my family, you come into the community, and you try to act like a fool, you will be called out on it, and you do not have a place in our community. So those are my thoughts, and that's why I feel so passionate about this stuff, is because I feel so passionate about the art. And unfortunately, this guy is not making magic and art. He's making a mockery of what we are as magicians and what we do, and he's faking it. And you know the old saying that I'm going to end this on is, a lot of people say fake it till you make it. The reality is this guy will just continue faking it, and that's that. All right. Andrew Nagy wants to know, hey Luke, are you going to do an Instagram live stream anytime soon? I have Instagram now. Yeah, I'll pop up there probably tomorrow. Pop up there and see what is going on over on Instagram, so make sure you guys are following us over there as well. Pop up. That is at Murphy's Magic. Always a good time to see you crazy guys, to chat and all that. So yeah. And again, don't forget, I am posting videos each and every week now. If you haven't yet, check out the latest. This is the real secrets to creating magic. So if you ever wanted to know what it takes to create new magic, or what it's like to do it, or what the reality is of it, check out that video on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Make sure if you do watch it to leave some feedback. Let me know what you think, or what else would you like me to talk about on future videos, because I'm not going to stop doing those, because I feel like you need to hear more and more of the reality on things when it comes to magic, the industry, and all that good stuff. Trust me, we are only getting started. That is going to be a lot of fun. So thanks for all the support up to this point for those videos, and I can't wait to show you what else I got in store for you next. All right, cool. So that's going to do it for this week. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for all the great questions, all the great thoughts, hanging out, talking about the good, which this is good. Again, this is bottled. Talking about the good. Really like this trick. If you haven't yet, check out the trailer. It is fantastic. It is easy, and it is very, very clever and practical. We talked about the good, and then we also managed to talk about the bad, the really, really bad. And there's a picture of him right about there telling people how to react to magic. Do you do that? Because I don't do that, and I don't think you should do that. All right? That's that. We are out of here. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. If you are new to all this stuff, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to turn your notifications on the Murphy's Facebook page. You got to know when we're live. Those are the only ways to do it. So turn them on, subscribe. We'll see you on the next show. It's going to be fun. Get ready for more and more of this kind of stuff. We are only getting started. All right? Catch you guys later. My name is Luke Dancy. Practice, perform, and then practice your ass off some more. You only get better by putting in the work. You can't fake it till you make it. You hear that? You cannot fake it till you make it.